That is good. Everybody's in the same place apart from Archivist isn't running.
No, because we don't run it.
Don't run it. Oh, right. Why is it all
I'm not
skewy
running
for?
it.
Yeah.
There's no point.
It's not
really.
Thursday.
Like,
Oh, Mr. Seaboard, that's why.
yeah, he'll be around. He did say he was going to join. He'll probably be closer to 7:30, so we'll give it a few minutes. Yeah,
Hey.
I'd probably run Archivist when we go to the next book, Secrets. But there's just no point with only 3 or 4 weeks of this left to do. So,
When you had the Foundry problems, did you roll back?
yes.
Yeah.
Not deliberately. I messed up, so I had to pull a backup in, and the backup was from April.
Okay.
So what have we missed?
The stat increases we got last week.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Make sure you.
That's the only thing I noticed.
Yeah.
That was the Sci ones, wasn't it?
Yeah. No. You should have all. Everybody should have psionics. Oh no. Has everybody not got psionics?
That was the one that we had to add in via the thing at the back. We had to change the settings, didn't we?
Yep. And then you need to add.
Do we have to tick Psi on the thing?
Yes, you do.
Okay, so tick Psi.
Okay.
Go back to thing.
If you can't remember what you rolled, I'm going to let everybody re-roll.
I had 10.
I think I was 12.
And Kath, you kept yours, didn't you?
Yeah, because yours was higher.
Yeah, my side didn't change. I gained +1 in Dex because we all got another thing as well, didn't we?
Yeah, and then everybody gets to choose. If I remember rightly, we have.
How do I put the Psi skill in?
Settings. No.
Yeah, there's a.
No, I've got the Psi skill. I've got the Psi skill in. I've ticked it. How do I actually put the stat in? Put it in there. Yeah, I do. Okay.
Yeah. And because this is effectively a brand new installation, I've got no chat context to know what people rolled.
I knew that my Dex had gone up by 1 because it took me up to a +1 on.
I have. No, I don't have.
Must be on the video of Medi recorded.
Yeah.
I think did I say Dex up by 1?
You said Dex up by 1, yes.
Yeah. What does the stat modifiers go up by? Is it every 2?
I'm not sure. I went from 8 to 9 and got a +1.
Yeah, 8 to 9 gets you +1. Yeah.
I haven't got a. I'm guessing it's 11 to 12 or +2 because I haven't got a +2, but I've got an 11.
Right, so it was.
Can Seaboard remember what Aussie
13 still. 13 is still a +2.
Yeah, makes sense because that 11 is a +1.
So
a 12 would be a +2.
So it's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, is it?
Sounds like it. 11's the highest I've got.
Cannot remember.
If you want to roll 2d6 and reset it, it's fine. Yeah, so 9 to 11 is +1, 12 to 14 +2, 15 plus is 3.
It should put that in automatically, do with mine.
Yeah,
it does. It puts it in automatically when you update it.
Yeah. Let's put into. I don't think any of them improve anything anyway, so I'll put it into Dex for shiggles. What was that from, by the way?
So let's do a recap since we're all here. So last session has been a little bit of time. You all went through the teleporter to an unknown location, a planet of some kind, a moon of some kind. It was hard to really tell. That was swampy. It had no it had no tide, so it was a planet with no moon or a moon. It had no tide, and there were a number of sort of dinosaur-like creatures and flying creatures there. You'd been tasked by Yosote to collect some samples: soil, air, water, animal, if you wished. You trekked across the swamp to a hexagonal stone building, which you discovered was created by the one of the precursors to the Scouts. Inside, you found the remains of a Varga. You took your sample. You took the Varga's holodiscs or tapes, etc., to allow you to kind of piece together the time that creature had spent on the planet. And then you return back. You return back to your ship after giving Yosote the information that he'd asked for. The technicians all unlocked the emergency teleporters, allowing you to mentally reprogram the teleporters, which you all did. Programming your teleporters to take you back to the ship. You then went back to the ship where you rested, and it was during that rest that your uplift process continued. Those of you who came back the following day, or woke the following morning, you felt a little bit stronger, or more nimble, or smarter, or had a better constitution for Brent's breakfasts. You were then contacted by Diask, who asked if you would return as quickly as possible back to the base, because Yosote was a little bit unhappy. Upon arriving back at the base, you discovered, you were told by Yosote that he felt that you were to blame, or he blamed you for the death of one of his technicians. You vehemently denied that and agreed to head down to the lower level with Diask to see if you could figure out what had actually happened to the missing drawing technician. And I believe from memory that was as far as we got.
Yep.
So the +1 to your stat came from the uplift. Now, what the uplift is, you don't really know, but for some reason, your presence in this ancient space does seem to have awakened psionic powers in all of you, including Ozzy.
Yep. Cybernetic Ninja Death Cat, here I come.
Cybernetic Ninja Death Cat, yeah.
Quick question before we get any further. Study weeks, where did we get to?
Oh, God, I think I'm missing.
I don't know. I've got
don't
29
know.
in there. So, I don't know what the 29 is.
I've got 30 weeks banked.
Yeah, I think there was one extra week that you gained recently. So 30 is fine.
Fantastic.
I really should spend some of these, you know.
You should.
Yeah, I've got 30 and spent 8 on recon.
Okay. What is the plan?
Well, what we're going down the machine level or something, weren't we?
Yeah.
Into the basement.
We had just arrived, I believe. We'd just gone down the lift, said.
But you had just gone down the lift.
And it was like, duh, duh, duh.
And we're on the level where I detected the drawing.
Oh, that's right. You didn't tell us that, did you? Yep.
Not yet.
There you go.
I was going to tell you, but with
Did I have some
yes, with
kindling
this,
out?
I'm not quite trusting our chaperone at the moment.
There we go. Okay, so you have gone down to the lower level. You took the elevators of light, effectively discs of light that when you approach them, they kind of manifest. And it's a little bit weird because as you stand on them, you can obviously see down below you, and they move really slow. They move smoothly, but quite fast. So you've come to a halt down at the lower level.
Just in case you're not aware, we can see somebody to the far left, though they look to be dead. Don't know whether they're supposed to be hidden or not even there.
I'll hide him for now.
In case there's more, that's it. About it, didn't look any further.
Yeah, no, it's fine. All right. Tell me what you are doing, people.
Do we know where on this level the missing person was meant to be?
So from memory, hang on, I don't need to go from memory. Let me actually remind myself.
We were given some information. I can't remember whether it was where they were meant to be or who's gone missing and from where.
Why don't we just follow our drawing friend?
He was heading down to the lower level on an errand in one of the machinery chambers.
Which are off to the left, I think, are they?
Correct, yes. Yes, they're off to the left. Ahead of you, in the sort of the gloom of this level, you can see one of those droids that just kind of walking with its back away from you, heading down the passageway.
I do not trust those little metal fuckers. One
No,
inch.
they got
gone up fucking low.
they got excited when we were around last time, didn't they?
They did. They were poking you, trying to trip you up and doing all sorts of weird things to you. Yes.
And don't have a sense of humour, so that doesn't compute with me.
What's this room meant to be? Can we tell?
Yeah, you can. It's an odd-shaped room. Actually, this room is a room full of machinery. Complex and mysterious equipment. Actually, as you look around, you can make out markings on several of the pieces of machinery. You notice that in this room, there seems to be a number of devices, pieces of machinery that seem to be related to environmental, air and water.
Okay.
Around the outside of the machinery are a number of consoles, which, again, as you approach, will kind of flicker to life.
Around the outside.
Round the outside.
So this is one of the type of rooms that missing drawing was heading to. Machine.
Yes.
Any sign of him being here?
No, not in this chamber.
No blood marks or anything like that, or signs of a fight or anything.
Not in here, no.
I'll look around to see if there's
I'm
anything to
going
indicate.
to. I'm going to stay at the back at the T junction at the back there. Just keep an eye out both ways.
Okay.
If you're going to move further than where you are, if you move forward into the next corridor, please tell me.
I want to move to there and cover this droid. The corridor.
Over the droid with the corridor. Okay.
Where's it gone?
Oh, it's two. Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't know why he's rotating. Oh, I do know why he's locking. Just my head in this. Should be default. I'm sure there's a setting somewhere where I can default everybody. Okay. Yeah, the droid is continuing to head down the passageway.
What's that one in front of him?
That one in front of him is. Hang on.
Ooh,
It is floating in the air, generally just moving quietly along, minding its own business.
he looks a
That
bit
looks
grabby.
that looks combaty.
Yeah. Tri-barrel
I-
gun underneath it,
Mhm.
and
It'd be right.
we need
Long
one
as,
of
long, as
those
that,
to.
long as that purple doesn't turn red, we're okay.
I assume Disk is joining us, or has he gone off on his own?
He is kind of lingering down near the back.
Cowardly bastard.
Just kind of forward. Okay, sticking your head into here, these chambers are. The first thing that you notice that there is a distinct hum of energy in here. There are three linked chambers. The outer chamber that Carver has just kind of headed into seems similar to other workshops and control areas that you've been through. Central dais and workstations around the wall. Yeah, there is an airlock at the far end of the chamber.
Okay, I'm going to shout to Diask. Diask, move up to Aussie, please. So then I can cover behind myself.
He pauses in this chamber and starts looking over the machinery.
Airlock, do you mean there?
Yes.
So that's an airlock. So I assume I can see the room beyond through like a viewing panel.
You can, yes.
Okay.
Oh, no. The airlock is a traditional kind of double-skinned airlock. So if you look through the viewing panel, you can see that there is a small chamber between you and whatever's beyond. There is another viewing panel. So you can just about make out that there is more machinery or something, though there is a faint glow coming from that chamber.
So all we know is we were going to the west. Was it? Do we know what we're looking for?
You're looking for a drawing technician.
Okay.
Or a body of one. But apparently he's dead. And these guys will know that, I think.
I suppose I'll start to cycle this airlock.
Okay.
Again, I'm covering anything that's coming up the corridor.
No worries.
Ditto. I'm waiting for Hashiko to move though, and for DS to move.
Once it's out of doors cycled, I'll step in and wait for everybody.
The door cycles open, going from sort of a faint kind of reddish colour to a green colour, and then you hear a click as the door slides open.
Sorry, can you hear me now, guys?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, good. Sorry, had some weird stuff going on.
I think helmets on just in case.
Probably a good idea, yeah. Just in case the recycling the air doesn't work. Yeah, I'll head in. Is this whole area the airlock, or is there where the door is basically the airlock?
This is just where the door is an airlock.
Okay.
Okay, you're going to step inside?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the two of you step inside, the door behind you closes. Immediately, you are pelted by a strange crystalline substance that clings all over your suit for about 5 or so seconds. And then, without really feeling it, there seems to be a sort of a hum, and all of the crystals that have coated you just kind of and straight off your body and disappear into the walls. And then the door beyond goes from red to green.
Decontamination, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like it.
That was the quickest cycle on a door, automatic cycle on a fucking airlock door I've ever known. Make sure you don't get trapped in that one, guys. And then I'll go through to the other one, open that, step through, close it so people can follow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same.
Do we want to follow though, or shall we wait?
I think I'll hold here.
Okay, as you go in, okay, so in this chamber, there appears to be 6 distinct sections of the chamber that have been 6 stations. For those of you with medical science skills, they look like the equivalent of a humanoid science station. 2 of them are clean, nothing in them. The other 4 seem to have figures in them, or things in them, should we say.
I was going to say, it's a bunch of action man being collected, or G.I. Joes. So it looks like a science station where they're experimenting on creatures.
There are 4 science stations. One has a creature that resembles the things that you squashed in the caverns as you approached the area.
Oh, the ooze type things.
Yes, those oozy type things. This one seems to be slightly bigger than the others and is under some kind of sort of reddish yellow light. The pen itself, when you look at the readings on the control systems, suggests that it is probably 3 or 4 degrees hotter than the ambient temperature outside.
Does the creature look to be alive?
Oh, it's definitely alive. Yes, it's kind of, you can see it pulsating. And as I say, it's probably twice the size now of the creatures that you saw in the cavern itself. By way of a reminder, it's that kind of thing, but much bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, the closest I've got to science is medic, so I'm not touching anything.
I mean, medical readings in terms of the creature, it's it's non-deterministic what it is. It seems that it feeds on organic matter, and the system is programmed to feed it organic matter every now and then. Give me a science roll. Difficulty 8, as always.
Any particular kind of science?
If you have biological science of some kind, then that will help you, obviously. If you're just a basic science nerd, then you're just kind of trying to figure it out. Oh, but look at that from her. Yeah. Or xenology would be good. Look at that. Yeah. Hashiko and Brent, you kind of start looking at this thing. You both come to the conclusion that it seems to be feeding off 3 sources, to 3 distinct sort of sources of power or energy. There's the warmth, there's the energy that is being fed from the warmth itself. So, like the lighting conditions seem to be mimicking the sun or the solar system's sun star. And then the third thing is the organic matter that seems to be scattered around in this place. It is definitely bigger. You would estimate it at least sort of 1.5, possibly 2 times the size of any of the other creatures that you have seen. And the bio readings that you get on the console that's monitoring it suggest that it is a rather healthy specimen.
Does it name it or anything like that, or give any?
No idea. It doesn't know what it is. There's no commentary about what it is or where it comes from. The next one along is exactly the same creature but dead, spread out on. So like the bio container is empty, and this is kind of on what you would assume is kind of the equivalent of an autopsy table, but again quite low down at, you imagine, sort of drawing height. And the creature has been kind of, peeled open, and there are several utensils and things nearby. And you can see its innards and parts of one of its tentacles has been moved and put in some jars and stuff. It seems that somebody was experimenting on this creature.
Can we tell how long ago? By the state of decay or anything on it?
It is definitely it's decaying now. You would say the last week.
Okay.
Where's Drawing Boy?
Oh, Drum Boy.
Is he still up there?
Yeah. I don't know why I pointed at the screen. Doesn't help you.
You thought you saw him in the machine room, and you kind of look out that way, and there's no sign of him.
I'm going to get on my comms to the rest of the party and say, what's his name again?
Disk.
Disk.
Disk has fucked off.
Oh, he does that.
It's bloody rude.
To be fair, he normally turns up when we need him, though.
Yeah.
Next table, or the one of the others, so the 2 others, there's one has a mess of tissue. It is an amorphous mass of tissue with no discernible limbs. There are vestigial organs within. However, it seems that the machinery that this thing is within based on the readings that you get, it's the machinery itself that is keeping this thing alive. You look at the outputs. If you were to turn off the machinery, the thing, this mess of tissue, this amorphous mass of whatever, would not survive.
Lovely.
Doesn't look like it's the innards of the one that's been autopsied.
No.
It's a separate creature.
And every now and then you see it quiver inside its tube. The last one is surprising. Again, there would be, if you didn't have your helmets on, there would definitely be a smell about this station, and it's the one furthest away from the airlock that you've come in and closest to the door, to the further door into chamber 3. It is a Varga that has been laid out and stripped of clothing on one of the autopsy tables.
Reese,
Okay. You can definitely find a power switch, yep.
the Varga corpse, is it recent?
Let me see. Right. I need you to answer that question with a... I need something to do with science. I need to have a look at a character sheet with science.
I mean,
Give
I have
me-
very basic science.
Anybody who is trained in science, or you may use biology or genetics.
How about medic? I'm trying to figure out how long it's been dead.
I'll let you roll medic. Brent, a couple of things that get your attention. This thing has been ripped to shreds by something. It has large amounts of slashes, gashes, and other kind of nasty, deep gouges across its body, including what appears to be two marks across parts of its anatomy. In terms of how long it's been dead, that's a really odd question. There are signs of long-term stasis on the body.
Okay, so something went weird there because I've got -3 medic, yet I'm trained in it.
Ooh, let's have a look. Let's have a look, Marcus.
I don't know what's going on. It's ticked. When I rolled this, it's ignored it. Let's try another skill. Yeah, done the same again. And I've got a +1 in stealth.
-3 is coming from somewhere.
It's like I'm untrained in all these.
Mhm.
But I've
Anybody
actually
else
got
having the
1 in stealth.
same problem?
Roll something.
Yeah, you've all been getting successes, haven't you?
I've got -3 in leadership as well, and I'm trained.
Well, I am untrained in medic, and I also have a -3. It says untrained afterwards as well.
Yeah, I'm trained.
You try leadership again.
I'm getting that.
Huh.
Ship. I rolled with a level 1 with +1 in leadership and still failed.
It
Yeah.
is doing the opposite. So if you're untrained in something, let's have a look.
Oh, so I rolled science.
No, it's. I think it's just.
No, it's giving -3 to everything.
Let's just do something really quick.
Have we got like some horrible debuff or something?
I think the sheet. I think I updated it earlier. There was an update push, and I think it's broken all the skills. Unless I'm missing something.
Yeah, it has broken. I just tried a astrogation, which I'm trained in. It's giving me -3.
But we go scroll right up to the top.
So
Your Brent's xenobiology was a +0. That one's worked.
Yeah, my melee's just worked as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it did work. Oh no, the science is at -3 as well.
shotgun
Yeah.
worked. Weird.
Because when you actually click on it and it gives you what you're rolling, everything looks fine at that point. So it's not until you actually roll it's changing it.
Wasting lots of good rolls here. And it stopped. Yeah.
Okay. Easiest thing to do is if you're concerned it's not going to work for tonight, just use /roll 2d6 plus whatever your DM is, and we can compare it versus the number that we're targeting. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, put +3.
Or plus whatever it'll be to get to your skill level.
Yeah.
So if you've got.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, that works for now. Yeah, perfect. We'll do it that way for today, and then I'll figure out. Maybe there'll be a. I'll figure out if I've broken it or I'm missing something somewhere. Okay. So everybody re-roll their science then. Yeah. Yeah, science is working fine, isn't it? Okay, good. Okay, so we have a couple of things. Yeah, so the body appears to have come out of stasis. You definitely, it was definitely placed into stasis dead. So it's not like it's come out of stasis and then has been experimented on, resulting in it's dying. How long ago that was, no idea, because stasis wouldn't allow you to kind of figure out how long it's been there. The thing that grabs your attention is the fact that, as I say, the body has claw and chew marks all over it.
Right. I think it's those when it's a skill that's within a skill, it seems to work. So I just done my power and I've used my spacecraft pilot, and they both work. But the main skill itself that hasn't got a subdivision doesn't work.
Yeah, it's the specializations work.
Your pilot skill rolled with a -3 then, bud.
Yeah, I know, but I used a spacecraft pilot spacecraft, and it worked above it.
Yeah. I've just rolled melee, and it adds a -3. If I roll natural, which is a sub cascade,
Gotcha.
it works perfectly.
Yeah.
So it's the parent skill.
The parent skills are broken. Anything that's a child skill works. Yeah.
All right, I'll double check the rule sets, GitHub issues, and see if there's anything posted there. Okay. Worst case, I can probably go back a version of the rule set. Yes.
Yeah, it's a bit like biology class when they get out the frozen rats that you're doing the autopsy on. I hadn't noticed, sorry.
Too small.
More to the
Or
point, what's been doing the autopsy? Has it been the droid or is it these fucking robots?
Yeah.
I think this stuff looks like it's been here for a very long time.
Mhm.
So
And also, if I die, I won't care. So I will not know.
no, but given this facility's been abandoned for a long time, and this thing looks like it's got some stasis type damage to it,
Mhm.
that could indicate that their stasis tech is extremely good. This has just literally been in stasis for that long.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking around. Diask isn't anywhere about, is he? That I can see.
I mean, yeah, he's on one of the other.
Yeah,
getting
but he's not in
autopsies.
our room. Yeah, yeah, he's not in our room.
He's in your room now.
Okay, I'm going to look at everyone and say, you powers that you've been getting, your senses. You sense people around or other people.
Well, I mean, you're talking to me.
Yeah, I'm not saying hearing
I've always
people.
been able to do that.
Sensing people, as in you can detect that there's other people about than just who's in the room. You know, when you walk into a room, you can feel a presence. Can you expand that?
I don't know. Can I think about that subject, Zed? And
So did we clarify that we got powers, or was it just that we got a psi skill?
You have a psi skill and the ability to generate a
shield to block.
A shield, yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes Christmas.
Christmas, yeah.
Yeah. So the block, the shield comes under.
And
telepathy.
Do we know we're doing it at this moment? We've just got a psi skill. We are putting out a shield. Do we activate that, or is it always there? Is it a natural? Is it a natural thing that just pops up? So we don't really know.
It's an instinct.
Yes, right now for you guys, it's an instinct.
Yeah, so the only person that knows we're putting a shield up is you.
Right.
Because we disappeared from your scans.
Not strictly true. There are at least two other people that know you're putting a shield up.
In this room?
Not in this room.
Sorry, that's what I was talking about. I was talking about in the room.
Yeah.
So we've not voiced it, so you may want to retcon that asking us about it.
Okay.
I mean, all the drawing, I would presume, know that.
Yeah, absolutely.
For a long time.
I don't know whether all the drawing are actually telepathic. I'm not sure yet. I'm getting the impression they're not all.
Yeah, there's the slow ones in the back of the class that aren't. They're on the short one.
Yeah. The kind of.
I mean, there are some theories about these kind of abilities from the academy studies I did, my basic science.
Oh. No, they're not.
I've got suspicions about these drawing, and there's always the rumours, of course.
Oh. I don't know whether it comes under a science or magic.
Did you not notice when we were staying on the drawing ship that when you started getting hungry, they just turned up with food and things like that?
They did indeed.
Well, I could just have very, very good hearing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm guessing I know how to use my abilities because I was taught them when I was growing up.
So all
So-
telepathically enabled travelers learn how to create a mental shield which protects the mind against unwanted telepathic interference. Such a shield is automatically in force at all times and requires no psi expenditure to maintain, but can be lowered to allow telepathic contact or use of telepathic powers. So you have to drop your shield to use powers. Interesting.
I'm going to try and talk them through how to sense life. Because if they've got the mind, if they've got the shield, then they've got telepathy. And the sense life is the life detection is one of those.
I think it's
I
kind
wanna
of
try-
like. I hardly think this is the place.
Put it this way: since we've been here, the level we're on now, there have been a lot of life signs in hibernation. We're not the first here. The drawing upstairs aren't the first here. There's somebody else here, also drawing, who are probably the rightful owners of this place. So if they're doing it, if there's experiments recently, either it's them or it's our new friends upstairs, and whether they're allies or not, I don't know.
Well,
But when I asked upstairs whether or not anyone was here, they said no. They should have been able to sense those down on this level, and they are starting to disappear as well.
So humans then. Yeah. Mhm.
So if I can teach you how to sense life in the area, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. So I want to try and talk them through how you do it.
I presume that normally to learn a skill takes at least 8 weeks.
I would think so. Yeah, and it's not gonna be done over coffee. It's not going to be done over
It's-
coffee and cake.
but you've learned telepathy.
Yeah, but that was naturally.
Telepathy is
This isn't a skill.
All if telepathy is the first psionic power that you get, it's gained automatically with no requirement to roll. So you all effectively have the telepathy psionic ability.
And all the skills under it, they're not specialist skills. You got telepathy, you can do the other things. You don't have to learn individual skills under that. You just learn
Yeah, but-
telepathy.
Yeah, but
That's what I'm saying. If I can teach you
I
through,
know.
The point at the moment is it will take time for everybody to learn how to use their abilities.
Yeah.
Right. Not Carver.
No.
Marcus.
Also known as custard.
But what? So you come out previous to
God.
have you come out previous to this and said, "I am a telepath"?
No.
Okay, so where's this conversation come from?
Because we're now finding bodies that have been experimented on recently.
Yeah, but that means nothing to me, and it shouldn't mean anything to you because you've not told us what you're telepathic, unless you're telling us you're telepathic now. In which case, how would you know?
More or less, yeah.
Yeah, but you're not.
Yeah, I'm saying that.
So Carver's quite confused.
You've now got.
Carver's quite confused because how at the moment, Carver has a size stat.
Yeah.
He has a telepathy ability that he hasn't trained. He hasn't worked on.
Yeah.
And he has a shield that is constantly up and he doesn't know how to take down. Because I've not taken the time to take down, which is 8 weeks.
No, you've got that skill.
I presume, though,
got
from
that
a
ability.
character perspective, we've had a bad headache and we woke up feeling weird.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Possibly. But
I am-
that's it. And that's all it is. So
We haven't gone, oh, what's that number above my head? It's a
yeah,
size
it's
stat,
it's a
and I've got
10, it's a
telepathy
9. Yeah. So I don't.
Anyway, so now we're thoroughly off on a tangent. What else is going on in this room's head?
Yeah.
Okay. Those are your 4 things that are happening in this chamber. Are you going to examine the chamber beyond?
Yeah, I'm going to go for it. Is it an airlock?
It is not an airlock. It is, but it is a door that will open as you approach it.
Okay.
Beyond appears to be rows of stasis pods, approximately 18 in total.
How many was that I detected?
Oh, hundreds.
Yeah, I thought it was. Okay.
Or tens at least.
Anything in these stasis pods?
Well, the odd thing there are 5 that are open. The remainder are all sealed, but with no viewing ports and no control systems anywhere that seem to be active and linked to the viewing pod, the stasis pods. So the
how
answer is you
big are they?
know. They are human-sized.
Okay.
How
So
about the contents? It's like, is there a cushioning for the person that goes in? Is that to a certain size? Like,
one of them appears to be specifically human-sized. The other 4 appear to have padding and cushioning inside, representing a smaller creature.
Be a child.
There's no computers that are working. There are several control surfaces, but they don't work. And even with your understanding of how ancient technologies work, in the fact that you're just looking at it and it seems to appear, no, nothing happens. You can't figure it out. Give me a science roll, computer roll with a +1, because you have a DM +1 modifier for rolling understanding ancient technology.
I do, yeah. I need to add that onto my sheet.
communication, is it on the left? Electronics, rather.
Whatever's controlling, if something is actively controlling these stasis pods, it is not here. You get the sense that it is they're being remotely managed from somewhere else in the base.
Could it be managed by like a central computer system or something?
Yeah.
Could be unmanned.
That floating drone just kind of goes past Ozzy without really noting his presence.
Yeah, I would have watched it pass.
Yeah.
Everything all right, Ozzy?
Very quiet. that thing's just gone past me and ignored me.
It's probably for the best.
When it went past,
Yeah.
did I have a good look at it? Is it
Yep.
some kind of combat drone?
It has some kind of implement underneath it, but it's give me a I don't know, give me a
Investigate?
sheet. Give me a
I've got gun combat, heavy weapons.
give me a gun combat roll.
I need to add 3, don't I?
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, if you're just rolling it a sub ability, it works, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
And the
not
stats are adding.
For God's sake.
The item, so the drone that's gone past, it looks more like a industrial plasma cutter that it has underneath it.
Oh, okay, so like a mining.
Would like a mining tool. You would know that. Yeah, at a pinch, if you charged up to somebody and waved it almost directly in their face, it would probably hurt, but it isn't a ranged weapon as such. It's got about a 2-meter range.
Yeah, I've always found that stuff that cuts through rock normally cuts through skin.
Yeah, it does for people as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yes.
Yeah, medical equipment does the same thing, strangely enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, not much skill with it because of the balance, but
What we're looking at here, Zed, in this circular room.
Okay. That circular room, as you pass on and continue. So let's look at the right map. It appears to be a storage area. There are a bunch of materials, equipment routinely stored close to the laboratories and workshops. Most of the items here have been cleared out. You've just got empty metallic bins or crates or shelving units. The rest of it is pretty much empty.
Okay. Head back out. It said west. Are we just continuing all the way to the west, or are we heading to that central hub thing?
I'd say keep going west.
I think
Okay.
going west for now. We've got a rough layout, haven't we? So we know that.
I've given you the full map because Diask and Yosote would have been able to give you the map.
Mm-hmm.
Just on the inside of this chamber, a figure of a droid lies rather still.
Oh, he's
like
a
a fresh
cutie.
figure of a shrine.
A fresh figure of a droid.
We may have found.
How cute is that?
How are they dressed?
Picture.
The same as the drawing upstairs.
Which is that? It's a drawing worker. Let me see. Let me give you a view of the picture. It's really cute, isn't it?
It's like a baby dragon out.
I know. I couldn't be bothered. I didn't have time to fix it. It's like a baby dragon. It's
Yeah.
really cute. Oh. That was Gemini. I didn't really tell it what a drawing looked like. I just said, give me an image of a drawing worker from Traveller, and that's what it came up with. So, yeah, shark, I'll just go with it. Any signs or cause of
Head's 2 feet away from the body.
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah,
think.
And is it wearing the same outfit as those upstairs?
Ripped. Yes, it is. Yes, it's a technician's outfit. It appears to have been slashed quite violently across its back, torn apart by claws and teeth.
Okay,
Teeth.
so I'm guessing there's loads of blood here. So if there's loads of blood, are there drip marks from the creature that did it leading away?
Or like to a ceiling vent or an acid burn pool or something like
That's what. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Of.
that. Because I'm gonna unholster my gun.
You had it holstered?
Yeah. I've been wandering about. Yeah.
No.
What's wrong with you?
And how
You
big
guys
is
do the
this?
shooting for me. Like, that's why I bring you.
How big are the slash marks as well to give us an idea of the size of what's in it?
Thousands of them, all that big.
The joint's very small.
Monofilament
So
type thing. It's
actually about the size of a drone's hand.
okay. Look at the dead drone's hands. Do the claws look like another one's done it? They match roughly.
The claws on the drone's hand wouldn't be sharp enough to do this.
But the right
some
size.
kind of gauntlet type.
I mean, it has improvised slashing weapons on it, but no,
Not blood.
but not blood. No.
unless it's carefully washed its hands. Yeah.
All the
Well,
drawing
I
we've
thought
encountered.
the bots were bigger. Sorry. Anyway.
Say again. Say what was that? Sorry.
I was saying, all the drawing we've met, are they all the same, or are there subspecies? Like some are bigger or different?
No, even your sote appears to be of a similar size, between about 2 feet and 4 feet in height.
Okay. None of them look to have sharp claws or pointed or teeth or
The majority of them
What
that
was
you've
it?
seen would be wearing gloves or battle armor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought you said they were about the size of a drawings
They are.
earlier.
No, Brent, absolutely nothing. You nothing comes to mind that would represent the cause of these slash marks.
So if we look around, can we see any blood that's been trailed off by the attacker?
No, not at all.
No.
No. Sorry. Yes, there are. Yes. The cameras feed back to the command station where your sote has taken up residence.
Can we wave at the camera and point at the body and go?
How did you not see this?
Absolutely wake at the camera and point at the body.
Yeah.
using my either my guns thermal or my binoculars, can I tell how long this has been dead from cooling temperatures? I think. Is there any body heat coming off it?
It will have done. So the answer is no. It's probably
Long dead.
Well, several hours.
Yeah. Okay.
Ozzy, you were about to say something?
I was going to say, if the cameras are there and that feeds back to the station, how do they not know he was here?
Hence my gesturing.
Is there a Polaroid stuck in front of the camera?
Yes. That good old traditional. Yeah.
Yeah. The
Little blinking.
old spycraft.
There is no Polaroid stuck in front of the camera.
Any little blinking lights to say whether it's on or off?
The lights are blinking, yes.
There's an intelligence still in control of this facility that I don't think is the droid that we're working for.
Yeah, I'd agree with that one. I think it,
Again, though.
there's-
No, but something has obfuscated this event.
Yeah. I would expect there to be blood, leading away. If it's been butchered like that, I would expect blood to be leading. So it's not a vent.
I also have another horrible thought.
It's
Could
not
this
a
have been
vent directly above it.
self-inflicted?
Any blood on it's got no claws, so
The
daggers here, knives.
blood is all around the body and spread around some of the walls, but there is no blood that leads outside of the chamber.
Okay, so we're looking for vents then.
any defensive wounds, like it's all what killed this, or
Did not see what killed it.
no, it's been attacked from behind.
It was scratching its back and it just
Yeah,
ripped itself to pieces.
went a bit hard.
I mean, yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean,
there was lots of accidents on that planet. It was a very strange place to be. Very accident-prone place. You were kind of glad to leave, really.
But this doesn't look like an accident to us. This looks like somebody's been booked.
all of those deaths could have been caused by swamp gas.
They could have.
It's true.
Or stampeding cattle.
Exactly.
Cows
Even the flying ones.
Cows are evil. Yeah.
Stampeding cattle through the swamp gas.
Exactly.
Yeah, they could jump really high and take out the flying creatures.
Okay.
Anything in the other room? No other bodies.
Exactly the same. It's machinery room, but there's nothing in that one that is out of place.
So there's no vents in here that lead out. Is it the only way out is that door?
Correct.
Walkway.
Yes.
I don't.
Mr.
Carver,
Dick,
you
Yes.
get a set of lungs on you. Can you shout for our drone company?
I was just about to do that. Funnily enough.
Any?
Mr. Is there anything that looks like, from a military background, suspicious about this at all?
Whatever killed the droid did so
Assassinate.
probably quickly, but also very viciously and effectively. And you suspect, looking at the angles of some of the slashes and the bite marks, they were post-mortem in the sense of after the final death strike had been
Frenzy?
So, yeah, I was going to say the same word.
frenzied. Yes, frenzied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any damage to anything in the room,
No,
or just the? Okay, so just how
Just
did
the
that
one.
sound? So it didn't go berserk and destroy anything nearby. It just concentrated on him.
no response. No response to yelling for Diask.
Any sign of it eating any of this? It's not killed it for food or anything. It's just
It's bitten
rage.
it. It's a rage fueled kill. bits of the body have been torn away by teeth, but there's no signs of deliberate stopping to eat the body now.
They're not
Do the
consumed.
teeth marks look canine or feline in nature?
They don't look like either.
Bovine.
Reptile. I'm thinking reptile, but yeah, bovine could be interesting.
Would you just cover me? I'm just going to run back up to here,
Yeah.
just to make sure that there isn't a dead disc in there around the corner, because we'd walked away and then it disappeared.
No sign of disc at all.
Okay. Tosser. What were we asked to do?
Find the basically prove your innocence by finding the technician and reporting back what you had found.
Okay. No, I'm just going to grab the body. Come on, let's go back.
Okay.
Job done, isn't it?
Inclined to agree.
Yeah.
I'd like to explore the rest of this location, but not
Oh, absolutely.
right now.
We can come back, but we can get this part done, can't we? And then they can tell us what we need to, whether they want us to do anything.
It wasn't just Vargas, was it? There was some other stuff like one of those blobby monsters and
It was a blobby monster. Yeah. Okay. You grab the body, very light, drawing and not particularly heavy, and you retrace your steps back to the elevator. Doing so, you see no sign whatsoever of disc. You come up the elevator and make your way back to the command center where Diask is pottering around on his dais. Not Diask. Yosote is pottering around on his dais talking to a couple of his technicians.
Pottering around. Just imagine him making a cup of tea or something. You know what I mean?
He pauses. He pauses as you kind of enter carrying the body, and he chirps something. And then he kind of looks around, and in your language, haltingly, he says, "Where Diask?"
good
We
question.
don't know.
We thought he'd come back up here. He just vanished.
Fucked off.
No, Diask.
That's a concern
Back.
because
What is this?
This is your technician that has been obviously you can see has been brutally murdered. It was in a room that had a camera that you should have been able to view. Can you view that room?
we'll indicate which room it was on
Yeah.
the layout map.
He chirps something, and the technician kind of nods and goes over to a computer system, and he pulls up an image. Technician chirps back at Yosote. Yosote chirps back at the technician. The technician shakes his head, chirps back. Yosote says, "Yes, there is nothing in the room."
Let me assure you, we've just been in that room. That's where this body came from. And that room is covered in blood.
"Look," he says, and he gestures to come in and kind of come round to the console.
Is there a date on that feedback?
Yeah.
Anything to show that?
Is
recording?
Epstein in the corner?
Epstein is in the corner. And across the way is his mate, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Kept in stasis all this time.
Yeah.
Sidetrack, very quick sidetrack. So 2 weeks ago, Chelsea were playing Leeds at the FA Cup semi-final. Took Alex, my youngest, to their on the tube to Wembley, and it was mixed. There was Chelsea fans and Leeds fans. The best chant ever was, "He's one of your own. He's one of your own. Jimmy Savile. He's one of your own."
Dirty fucking Leeds.
And then the other good one was as Wembley came into view, all the Chelsea fans yelled at the Leeds fans, "Take a photo, lads, because it's the last time you'll see it for 20 years." And the Leeds got spanked. Well, they didn't get spanked, they lost 1-0, but yeah, it was brilliant. Anyway, you go round and you look at the cameras. I'm going to do this from two perspectives. The majority of you, and including Ozzy, you see the technician kind of fiddles and he kind of moves it back and keeps going back and back and back and back and back. And eventually it kind of looks like he's gone back about 7 or so standard hours. And you see the technician kind of come into the room and head over to a piece of machinery. He has his back to the camera. The camera was just inside the chamber. Then all of a sudden, you see a flash and then nothing. There's no technician in the room. There's no nothing.
Yeah. Okay. I know what's happening.
However, you see a strange blue-like creature that looks a little bit like a
Ow.
drawing, but not.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah.
You watch as
Now,
this thing just literally
Ozzy can
goes
see it.
behind and absolutely eviscerate this creature. And then it seems to just shake its hands, turn, and half run, half kind of move on 4 legs out of view. But the rest of the guys don't see anything.
What the fuck is that? Have you seen one of them before?
The room is empty.
It's just some
Yeah.
static on the cat. It must have, disengaged or something. This
How-
facility is
how
really old.
How
So,
big was this thing?
No bigger than a medium to large size drawing.
okay, Zed. So,
You see that a meter
que-
high blue thing with a long tail?
Yeah.
I can't say I've seen anything like that before. Okay, Zed. Mechanically,
Yes.
on the other planet, we
Yes.
came across a scene like that and
Yes.
we made up something in our minds.
Yes.
That hasn't happened here. We've seen a murder site. So, it got a
You've
different
seen the
effect.
murder site, but now on the camera. So now on the camera, you would make something up in your mind as to the reason why the drawing died
And disappeared from the camera site.
and disappears from view. Yes.
Okay, so it must have been
The
blown
facility's
out.
really old. It must have just, a memory glitch in the.
Okay, but when we turn around to the creature that's on the floor, when we look back, do we remember where it comes from? Do we still remember the room?
Yes.
So we've got a conflict now. We've got a memory that we've just made up.
Correct.
We've still got a memory of the drawing in the room,
So.
and that's going to fuck my head up.
And I checked the damage in the room.
1 second. There is a rule. Yeah, I'm just looking for the rules. You need to make Ozzy can see it plain as day. Ozzy's like confused as to why nobody else can see it. You need to make a 2d6, 2 dice. You can have 1. 2. But you can have a DM +2 to your roll.
Who's this?
Everybody but Ozzy.
Oh, wow.
2d6
Nice.
plus 2.
2d6 plus 2. 2d6 plus 2.
2. Yes.
So what is it? Forward R, /R.
Yes.
Nine, 10, 11, 12.
Rent. As you're looking at the body, and then you look at the monitor, and Ozzy's kind of don't understand. Can't you see it? The technician who's rewinding and replaying as Ozzy's yelling at him, rewind it, pause. And you can, Ozzy, what you're seeing is, as you pause the image, is this blue creature ripping its, sticking its claws into the back and just raking them down the back of this drawing. Brent, you can see it.
I told you it was there.
Can.
I can't see it. Draw it.
Okay, you take
That can get white. That can get
will
white.
work.
The picture comes back with nothing. It's just a machine room. Okay. Yeah, you can do a rendition. And Ozzy kind of, it looks really good. The rest of you, he holds up an image that looks like a drawing. Just a normal, everyday drawing.
Are you not seeing just the technician there? It just looks like the technician.
No. That's not a technician. That's what it looks like. About a metre high, blue, big teeth, tail, claws.
They're talking.
It's not like that. Okay.
You immediately check the air quality to see if, is there air running out in their suits, or has Yosote poisoned the air? And Yosote is kind of, he keeps saying, I do not understand. You are not making sense. We see nothing. You saying he came from this room. We see nothing.
He came from that room.
Right.
We found him there. And that, on that video, is what killed it.
Well, you can watch the recording of us going into the room now and see that we actually brought him out.
That's the point. Did they see us going in?
Later on, yes, they see you going in.
Did they see
And
us
coming out
leaving
with the body?
anything? Or just leaving?
They'll see you coming out with the body, yeah.
Okay, so the body will just appear.
Yeah.
As
So you
we're
can
dragging out
see
the
that
doorway.
it came.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you can see, it came from this room.
It's really hard to interpret.
It's such a bad thing to do.
She
Yeah.
was kind of like scratching her head and clearly got a headache from this. Is like, regardless, where's Diask? He could be in danger.
We do not know. I cannot sense him. One of the other technicians starts chirping, and Yosote kind of holds his hand up at you and looks over his shoulder, and then chirps again. And as he says, he kind of says, "Bring it on main hollow view," and above the disc where he is, it suddenly appears, and you can see what appears to be a globe, kind of rotating slowly with like a marking which you'd read because it's ancient language that sort of says Twilight's Peak, and you can watch as this globe is rotating. And then he says, zoom outwards, and he kind of takes it out a little bit further, and he points and he says, "Do you know these?" And you can see what appears to be two ships heading towards orbit.
Do we recognise them? Is one of these? Is it Mercedes? Was it?
At the same time, another drawing goes. It also chirps something, And Yusote kind of pauses and he kind of looks between what's above and this other, and listens to chirp, and he says, "We are picking up signs of mass drone activation in the lower chambers. Drones converging on large, and he pauses for a second. Stasis chamber.
Is that the
Stasis
central?
pod.
Is that the central one?
It's one that you never found.
So what is it? The one? Is it further to the west, or is it the central one that was to
It
the
was
north?
the one right at the north, where you had the hundreds of stasis pods in, or tens of stasis pods. Drones heading that direction. Pods activating.
Shit.
You watch as one of the ships, suddenly a kind of mnemonic kind of appears above the ship, and it says "Glisten Pearl." The other ship...
Glisten Pearl were the specialists, weren't they?
They were.
A faction.
The drawing... The other ship, Yusote suddenly goes... So the technician looks at Yusote and says, Tayois. Tayyoyss. Tayois. And the Yusote kind of cuts him off and stops him. You watch as another ship. So there are three ships. So there's another ship that seems to be in close escort with the Glisten Pearl. That appears to be labelled as INS Renzavus. As they begin to approach orbit, you watch as all of a sudden the close escort just seems to split in two. And then both halves start to come, obviously speed up as they're in the orbit, the gravity well of the planet, and start to plummet down towards the ground. You see the Glisten Pearl's approach angle seems to take a slightly steeper dive. The technician manipulates the holograph to bring it in even closer. You can see now that underneath it, several readings talking about altitude, speed, etc. Its speed and emissions change. And at the same time, another red warning comes out underneath the ship, and you see several red pinpoints on the ship. From Ozzy's perspective and Carver's perspective, it looks like the Glisten Pearl has popped turrets.
Yourself,
turrets? Is it targeting anything? Or?
Did you split that ship?
Yusote shakes his head. We not doing anything.
Do you know how it got split? Anything on your sensors?
Disintegrator from base.
Oh, great.
This base?
This base?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic.
All of a
Automatic
sudden,
weapon.
the front of the Wrens of Zavras suddenly seems to spin upwards and away from orbit, giving you this sense as though somebody's just flicked it away like you would flick a marble. At the same time, the rear half of the ship just suddenly vanishes. The next thing you watch is the Glisten Pearl suddenly loses its entire force section. And you see, again, as the pearl splits, the force section vanishes, the rear half, the rear section of the the pearl begins a flat spiral as it's caught in the gravity well. As it
pretty good defense, isn't it?
continues to flat spin down, it crashes into one of the landing areas high up on the base. Where you are stood, you feel the base vibrate. And then the technician
question,
brings it
Zed.
in. Go on, yep.
It was in orbit. It's now crashed onto pretty much one of the landing pads. That's unlikely.
Vicinity of.
Did it? I mean, watching I'm assuming it was all on the hollow
Yeah.
that we were witnessing it. Did it look like it was under power and steered, crash landed, or is it like just totally disintegrating and crumbling?
There was attempts to gain control.
So potentially survivors on board.
Yes.
We should do something about that.
The next thing that happens is around the landing area where the ship impacted, several dots appear on the holograph. And the technician zooms in, and Yusote kind of looks at you and says, "Are these yours?"
No, but we should lend aid if we can.
I get a picture.
And pulling up. Sorry,
They're
I've only got a
Omicron
head.
division, aren't they?
I've only got a head. It is these, and several more seem to be going further down the side of the mountain under some kind of grav assistance.
That was quick. Is this like a normal grav suit or like a combat grav suit?
Combat grav suit.
Fucking hell, they're attacking then. So whoever the mainframe detected or whoever's in control of this facility in reality detected these as a threat and has therefore responded, whereas we came in just yeah. Well, or maybe it could detect that key thing that we had.
The technician that's controlling the hologram chirps again, and Yusote, basically in your language, goes, "Replay 5 minutes." Replay 90 seconds. And you watch as everything kind of goes back on the hologram. And for a brief second, as the glisten loses the front of its vessel, another blip appears, drops something, and vanishes.
The hell was that? Well, it appeared as if it teleported to the ship, done something inside, and then
no. It dropped. Let's see if I can give you a better description.
Is this something coming out of the ship?
It's a third ship that seems to appear out of nowhere.
Okay.
For a brief second, it lines itself up in orbit directly over the base.
Yeah.
A small metallic object comes away from that ship, then the other ship vanishes.
Okay. So is it something dropping a drop pod? An assault pod?
Or something that destroyed the glisten pearl?
Yeah. Is it a drop pod or a bomb?
Hold on.
You know when you regret your life decisions and wonder how you ended up on this place and feel a little bit out of your depth?
Yeah.
As the ship drops this object and begins to turn, it seems, according to the readings, that the disintegrator weapon struck the ship with no effect.
Oh, get to fuck.
on the ship then just vanishes.
Ah,
So there's someone out there.
All of you give me an intelligence roll, but it's very easy.
doesn't really mean anything, that though.
Or just easy,
Simple.
or
You say easy or simple?
Simple. If you
it's
have
2+. So
yeah, if you have military, you could alternatively you could use your military capabilities. If you've like got naval
tactics, military, naval. Yeah.
tactics, you could use that as well. But it's sorry, not simple. It would be the next one up, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. So 4.
Yeah, that's
So
fine.
yeah, simple, easy.
All of you so far, yeah, all of you recognize that third ship. It appears almost identical to Yosote's ship.
A drawing. Do you have clans or rival governments? Because it looks like
It's a drawing turf war.
yeah.
Possible.
Well, Yosota would be the one to tell us.
That's what I'm asking. Like,
Yeah.
What would you tell you?
appreciate we might be working for you, but I'm not sure we want to be involved in this kind of situation.
So the disintegrator came from the base that destroyed the ship.
Yes,
but could
And-
not tackle this other ship.
Yeah.
it attacked the third ship, but seemed to be ineffective, or definitely didn't do it anywhere near
The third ship
level of
left though, so I suspect it didn't want to take much of that heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it could survive a hit from a disintegrator ray from the ancient space. That's worrying.
The technician zooms in on the object and he says again, Tayoys, Tayyoyss. Yusote kind of snaps at him, and then partly in English, partly in your language, and partly in she says, "Multiply falling destruction."
Multiply falling destruction.
Yes. You watch briefly as this object hurtles down towards.
Is this a rod from God?
It hurtles down. Yeah, it hurtles down towards the base. Absolute precise telemetry. You see the readout. Orbit. Several thousand kilometers. 1,000 kilometers, 100 kilometers, 10 kilometers, 2 kilometers, 250,000 kilometers, and then goes again. This time, its speed has increased.
So it's speeding up, teleporting back, and using the momentum.
Yes. And Yusote says something, and you watch as the image begins to be, it kind of speeds up, and it simply says,
You're screwed.
well, yeah. Final impact would be planet destroying velocity.
Again, we've been here that once already.
Yeah, can we leave, please? Because I'm quite happy for this. If whatever Ozzy is saying is here and I can't see it, and Brent can only just see it, and whatever he's drawing is
Wrong.
wrong when we look at it. And there's something really weird going on here.
Yet the people that rescued us last time, though, they're on the planet with us. That's the problem.
No, because they can get off.
Teleport back to the ship. Yeah.
You have. The technician and Yusote continue to talk to each other kind of frantically. And then Yusote looks at you. Base under attack by you people.
Sorry, what?
As people?
Yeah, you people.
Humans?
Humans, you mean?
Yes, humans. Dear missing. Impact. Best we can assume is minutes to hours.
Okay, so
That doesn't make sense.
the humans came in on ships.
To Omicron division.
They didn't fire. They were blown out of the sky.
Yeah.
And you're telling me that the humans were attacking. That sounds like some Trumpian bullshit. I believe is the term. I don't understand the logic there. That they didn't attack. The planet is under attack by humans. Whatever's just caused that object to fall
That's
is the
beyond human
is the one that's
technology.
attacking. And the ship that dropped it looked like a droid ship. So, if you'd like to tell us which droid ship that was, if you recognised it, and then we need to get off the planet.
No.
For two reasons. One, I don't want to be here when it blows up, and two, I don't want to be here even if it doesn't blow up because there's things on this in this base that only one of us can see.
Yusote says there is another part of the base that we have been unable to penetrate, the inner sanctum. We believe there is a third party controlling that part of the base, including the ship's the base's defensive systems. The device, what we would translate to multiply fallen destruction, is a teleporting planet busting bomb designed to penetrate ancient shield systems and destroy everything within a not insubstantial radius. We do not know how long it has before it will strike. But if it strikes, Twilight's Peak as you know it will not survive.
The third party that's in the centre of this base, could they stop it? Do you know? Has the base got the technology to defend against this?
Well, I presume it shot at the other ships, right?
Yes.
And Yusote did not do that. So there's someone with much more control, whether it be cameras, drones, everything else in here than what Yusote's got.
Apart from that, though, we've got a bunch of droids towards a bunch of pods that possibly may have just released stuff.
We also have Imperial troops on planet
On the outside, coming to attack. Yes. What's going on?
I don't know. We seem to have
Take the easy way out.
1, 2, 3. At the moment, I'm counting 5 potential factions involved.
Let's get out of here.
Yes.
Let's not worry about the factions. Let's get out of here.
Yusuke looks at you and says, I do not know, though I suspect it is one of the base's original founders.
What, an ancient?
He shrugs.
Can I suggest, well, we're leaving, Isote. I suggest you do the same. If we can help each other, that would be really great.
Yeah. So I would say stop squatting on an nation's base.
There is a popping sound.
Yes, turns up. I hope. I'm hoping it's not the other thing.
No, nobody turns up, but everyone just starts having accidents.
Yeah.
Really bad attitude. Jumped up and his head came off, and this.
Yes.
Fuck.
Hears. And he kind of staggers in. He doesn't quite seem himself. And he looks around. My ruler of rulers.
Can I move to try and support Disk?
Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah.
I'm turning to look at Ozzy in case Ozzy's seeing something with him that we can't see.
He's wearing a deer skin, isn't he? Yeah.
A blue creature driving like a puppet.
Yeah, he's attached to the back of Disk when he teleported in.
I don't know. I was taken
From behind.
from behind. I was subject to some kind of ritual. I feel myself changing.
Oh fuck!
I
Is
am
that how they make them?
doing my best to overcome it, but and he twitches a little bit, and he kind of looks and he says, "My desire for slaughter and blood is growing, Master. You should leave."
I'm looking at Disk and going, "They're there," and stepping away from it.
Oh god!
So he's been bum raped and he's turned into a psychopath.
Yeah. Isn't that what normally happens when that happens to you? So, Kath's point, there are definitely 5 factions. He also tells you that the upper level, this level, the lower level, is now crawling with Omicron division soldiers who are heading through the base. He believes they're here to claim it.
No, they're not. There's not going to be a base left in 5
luck,
minutes.
It's not going to be a planet. I can have it. Fuck it.
Yeah, it's not going to exist in a
It's going to be a very short-term lease.
time.
So let's.
Are we just get the fuck out of Dodge?
Yeah, like.
How do we do this? We got those things, haven't we? So they're just the recalls of the ship.
Yeah.
You just have to think,
Well-
think telepathy, picture your ship, and activate the device.
You
I'm
said that.
thinking-
Can you? I mean, we docked, right? I thought we were inside our ship.
No, your ship is still in the crater outside. It's about
Oh,
a
well,
kilometer.
fuck it, yeah.
Kilometer away.
Well, I would suggest that unless Yusote's got anything else that he'd like to share or assist with.
Have you got any further plot that you need to give us before we
You're
go?
welcome to join us on our ship if you like. If
Yeah.
yours isn't going to go anywhere, but I think yours is probably better suited for escaping this thing.
But I think pointing at Disk, I think he's changing into that thing that's just been butchering that we can't
Absolutely.
see.
I'd love a lift, but without Disk.
Yeah.
Magazine.
Problem is, if it keeps his abilities, he can teleport to us anyway.
Unfortunately, he doesn't keep his abilities. He gains new abilities.
He gets a world of other more
Right.
frightening abilities.
Interesting abilities. Okay.
If you need us to, Diask, we can end it for you.
One of the other technicians suddenly says something to Yusote, and Diask kind of gasps. The ship cannot leave. It has somehow been locked down. Please, in honor of our friendship, help Yusote leave.
He's welcome to come on our ship.
Absolutely.
You
Yeah.
all are. Let's go.
Can we teleport him to our ship?
Individuals.
Can
Can
Diask
he
or
teleport? Can he teleport to our ship?
Well, Diask can teleport. We don't want Diask to teleport.
Okay.
Nah, we want to sort it.
I mean, Yusote probably could, yes. Yusote says something else. Diask kind of chirps back at him, and this goes on for a good sort of 10, 15 seconds. And in the end, Yusote just makes sort of a chopping gesture, and Diask turns and says, Master, my leader, the leader of leaders, will stay. He wishes to try to... Okay, are you doing that as soon as he says that? Are you just hitting the button and not even listening to it?
No, listen to it.
No, it was like, all power to you, Matt. We'll be going in a minute. Carry on.
Hit the teleport button. Thinking about it, yeah.
Basically, Yusote says he's going to try and, through Diask, to...
If you have a sensible plan, share it quick. We might help. Otherwise, we are going to try and go.
Basically, he just says he's going to do what he can to try and regain control of the station, and he barks some orders to a couple of the warriors, and they immediately form up on him, and he says, we will go and see if we can breach the inner base.
Yeah.
Sote kind of, he says, if we can breach the inner base, there may be a way there to stop the bomb. At this point, it's probably teleported another 4 times.
Right, yeah, but wouldn't whoever's running this base be stopping that bomb if they could?
You would think, with a disintegration targeting it
Kind
at
of
its
looks at
peak.
you and sort of says, you would hope, but perhaps he doesn't know how to.
He, as in single. It's not the drawing
They.
that we're already living
What,
here.
what was it he said earlier? Tau something? Do you know more than you're telling us? Be brief.
Diask. Yusote says, I do not know who is here, just they are.
You know what they are.
That's a good question. Does he know what they are? Let's have a look. Diask screws his head for a second and shakes. He says, he's hard to describe. He is like you, but not you. He is a mere servant.
Make a lot of
So
sense.
it's a human servant of a nation.
Diask kind of nods.
Okay.
And Yusote says something, and Diask says something back, and Diask says, if he's my master says if he's a servant, a human servant, he can be killed. And you watch as Yusote just leaves. Go, save yourself if you must. I will give my last breath to saving my lord.
Actually, yeah, we can
Yeah,
just
well-
teleport instantly.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
But as soon as we leave this room, we have no idea when that is going to explode and hit
Yeah.
the surface. We have no idea now anyway. It was minutes to hours. Minutes to hours.
My concern is we try and take off and we get disintegrator raid out of the sky.
That's one of my concerns. The other one is all these troops that are dropping down. Are any of them landing by our ship and taking it over? So we're going to teleport it into their custody anyway.
Well, they'd have to get in the ship, wouldn't they?
Yeah, but if they're coming down in basically assault armor type thing, then they probably can.
Well, it depends what they're
It's
it is take the
Omicron
base,
division, isn't it?
Yeah, it's take the base, So, only got to get out of jail if we use it before an unknown, catastrophic event goes off, or a creature that we can't see kills us. Carver, funnily enough. Absolutely. I'm not as old as you fuckers. I'm in my 50s.
It's entirely up to you. You do not have to risk sacrificing yourself if you don't want to. Okay.
Yeah. See, we're kind of relying on Aussie spotting this thing before it finds us as well.
The drone that you saw is ripped to shreds by a creature that you believe to be known as G482. Yeah. Oh yeah. For you now it's permanent. You will always be able to see it.
Question: what skin do we have in this game other than getting out of here alive? A payday, right? Maybe. No promise or anything.
One of the things that you can do, you can choose. Right. So you obviously have 3 options. Well, you have 2.5 options really. Option 1 is go with your Sote and try and deal with whoever this is, but there is the risk that the thing goes off before it happens, and you die. The second option is you simply teleport. The third option, the half option, is you grab a load of random stuff to take with you. So you look for artifacts that could give you a payday.
Virtually anything here, like those power system generators that we've seen, were worth incalculable amounts, right?
Correct. Yes.
So if we saw a couple of those around, which we've seen plenty lying about, we could just grab one or two of those each and just see you later, pull the chute, get in the ship, and try and fly into the sunset.
Yep.
Hopefully watch an explosion behind us and walk really coolly.
Hopefully not all shot out to the sky.
Or cry and like fly away as fast as we can.
Riding the shockwave of the planet blowing up.
I mean, that realistically, that feels like a sensible plan. It's not giving me a lot of confidence. He's just saying like storm the central station,
and we might be able to take over, and we may be able to stop. There's no.
They would. We've seen stuff in here that's like, would disintegrate us, right? And that's just like the mild shit. I don't fancy storming some kind of central part of this complex facility / fortress.
The thing is, we're storming it, and that's where all these other fucking shock troops are going, isn't it? As well, I assume. So
Maybe we could contract them and get them to help us storm
well,
the central facility.
I'm assuming that's what they're doing anyway for Omicron.
But maybe while they're doing that, actually, are there any more secretive ways into the central complex? I'm asking you, Sote. So if they're storming this and creating a lot of noise, maybe we can sneak in.
Sote doesn't know. He's heading to where he believes the main elevator is, and his disc. So by now, Sote and probably half a dozen warriors and a couple of technicians have gone. Diaz is kind of looking between where they've gone and you, and every so often he's twitching and shaking, and you'll hear him in his head keep saying to himself, "I am Diask, I am Diask, I am Diask." You ask, he says, "They took me to a reactivated teleporter in the machine level. I can take you there if you wish."
Do you think this could be reversed? Diask, do you think that this could be reversed there? And who took you?
He kind of looks, he says, Tell Sardiu was his name. He wished to learn more. And he pauses, he says, "I am Diask." Shakes his head. About G482. He is awakening them.
More of these things.
All those pods.
Can we shut them down? Can we purge them? Make the waking process kill them?
Central Command.
Fuck. We just teleport out and
it won't be a problem if it's destroyed.
Yeah.
The planet's getting destroyed here no matter what. It's whether, in all likelihood.
But do we want all these? What if it doesn't? Do we want all of these running round the galaxy?
Well, they're just on the planet at the moment.
I'm still not sure what they are, but I'm taking Ozzy's word for it.
You watch Diask's arms suddenly grow a little bit longer, and they go from this kind of greeny colour to a more of a slightly greeny blue hue. His claws at the end of his hand seem to
I'm pointing my Gauss rifle right at his head and saying, "Diask."
I'm going to empty a fucking mag into him.
Shoot him. See, he's not there.
Full fucking auto, Marcus is just brop.
As long as one of you isn't stood behind him.
To be fair, I was about to put
I will do the same with shotgun.
Yeah. Are you going to shoot him?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. Just
Aim
go.
down the bottom here.
Full auto?
That's him down the bottom here, is it?
That is it there, yeah. Target him and just give him a good bit of shooting. As you kind of see him start to change, and he suddenly, and he does, he goes, "I am," and then stop.
And then brop.
Yeah.
Hope that wasn't just a speech impediment, but
Wiggle.
he's gone.
Utilitate's gone. Yeah, no, they've all gone. They're doing their bit.
You'll note that I've also gone.
Yeah.
I'm not on the map. So I'm fine, guys. Good luck.
So you did teleport then?
Yeah, pipe and slippers. The ship's flying off. It's just,
Okay.
I've just been on comms all this time, just talking along with you
We just
while
did
flying the ship.
Either that, or he's already turned into one of these G482s.
The
Right.
it automatically calculates my weapon skill, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Yes. Look at that damage. That's a lot of damage. Okay. Okay. Basically, you unload and you watch as Diosk's body kind of jerks, but it still continues that transformation.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to have to open up.
Okay. The laser pistol from Brent strikes him at the same time, and again, Harver, freaking shotgun, point blank.
I would shoot him, but I'm not here.
And again, riddle him. He's still going. He's still alive. He's injured. There is blood everywhere. But this form of Diosk continues to twist and metamorphosize in front of
You need your
Still not on the map or token, so can't.
You need your token, don't you?
I mean, or I can be, back on a different planet, pipe and slippers, enjoying a martini.
Did you teleport away?
No, I haven't. I just don't have a token on the map.
Oh, did I not put your token on the map? Oh, sorry.
No.
There you go. Okay. I apologise. I didn't realise.
Poor Diosk.
Okay. Marcus, in your frantic response to the rest of your group. Oh, Jesus.
That was just a single round to the skull. Bam!
Yeah, the final shot as you all just unload hell on. So his armor was pretty hench. Yeah, basically. That's exactly what it was. As you just riddle his body with bullets, you watch as it collapses. And as he collapses, the body continues to change. Can everybody but Bren and Ozzy roll 2d6 and add 3 PM now?
2d6 plus 3.
Okay, and then do it again.
Cannot roll for toffee.
Nope.
Nope. The three of you,
Keep getting 11s.
you're not sure why you're shooting the ground and the machinery around you. It seems really odd. Brent, Ozzy, on the floor is this now elongated, kind of wingless, blue, long-tailed creature.
I'll reload, walk over, and put a shot through the head.
Okay. The rest of you watch as Ozzy just suddenly walks over to the floor and just unloads a single round into the floor.
Fuck, where did Diosk go? Did he teleport out again? What are you on about? He's still there.
No, he definitely teleported.
No, I heard the pop noise. He's vanished. Like, maybe we should get the hell out of here as well. Grab a few things from around the room and let's go.
Not too.
Basically, if Brent is saying he's still there and Ozzy's saying he's still there, it's like, well, get some of his tech then.
Yeah.
We're going finding some other really expensive shit.
Yeah.
Like, is there
It's
any
like-
expensive stuff in here that's been left on the side?
This control room was rigged
Yeah.
up with loads of those power packs and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So
Start ripping the power packs out.
The Esk has now been turned into an object, so you can actually take him with everything he's got on him.
No, he's dead.
Oh, he's dead, it says.
Something.
Yeah. I put another round through his head.
yes.
Seems so, yeah.
Are you setting yourself to short range? Brant, stop discharging that damn firearm.
What does it? There's nothing there.
Oh, there fucking is, my friend. There fucking well.
Ooh, interesting. It hadn't fully changed. Okay, that's okay. No. Okay. For now, nothing is happening. There's just Ozzy and Brent keep just shooting the ground.
Yes. I have a grenade. If I fire it there, we're all dead.
Who's
Oh,
got the
badly injured.
bandolier of grenades?
Who's got the bandolier of grenades? Just toss it into
Yeah.
the room. Just hope for it. Around you, still fairly distant, but does seem to be getting closer. You can hear thumps of explosives and that distant drone of rifles being fired.
Okay, so are we either grabbing some stuff and teleporting out, or what are we doing?
We're
I've got a
grabbing
couple of
stuff.
choices.
I'm with you on grabbing stuff and getting the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Sounds like
All right. The options that you have in terms of grabbing stuff is not massive. You can grab a battery, art objects, or something that is so. Battery is obviously battery. You can each get one loot item. Choose one item. Is it one item?
Fuck.
Sorry, you can choose two items. But you're kind of limited to an antimatter battery, art object, which is something you grab for its beauty, or something that you grab that is intrinsically valuable. Anything that's intrinsically valuable, or an art object.
I will pick up. My choice will be one battery, one art object.
Okay.
I don't want to flood the market with batteries.
I was going to say I'll grab a battery.
Okay.
Sorry, what was it that there's that?
The
Um,
intrinsic.
Something of value.
Antimatter battery.
Magic.
Antimatter battery, art object, or something intrinsically valuable.
I'll go with battery and valuable.
Yeah, I'm going valuable.
Okay.
I've got two valuable.
So if you've grabbed something valuable, just make a note on your sheet how many of those you've grabbed. You can only take two. They have a 2D times 100,000 credit value. art objects are not listed as having a value. It will be dependent on whether you can find somebody who wants to buy it and then negotiate the price. And the batteries are, you need to find somebody that wants one, is prepared to pay the price of what it's worth, because it's a significant amount of money.
I just think they'd be useful to have.
Yeah.
If we want to ever set up, like, I don't know, an emergency power system on a ship or a base or something like that.
Okay. You teleport yourselves back to your ship.
Can we get back to our ship? Does it?
Yeah. There is nothing that stops your teleportation devices from taking you back to your ship. You take off.
Just expecting to go biddly beep and then just like stay in here or something.
No. It works. It doesn't. Nothing stops you from teleporting back to your ship and for you taking your ship off, because you didn't move your ship to one of the landing pads. You can leave. Give me a pilot roll. Whoever's piloting the ship.
I can do that probably, or
Harvey usually.
The other way to be honest with you.
what's your pilot like?
I've got a pilot of 1, dex of +2. So
Is
3
it
total.
spacecraft?
Spacecraft.
Yeah, I've got spacecraft 1 and dex 2.
Same thing, then. Isn't it?
Yeah. I'll let you go ahead and fly. I'll keep an eye on sensors and things.
Can we assist in this?
You can do, yeah. The chain
Sure.
bonus. So,
Do you want to co-pilot?
Well, you pilot. I'll backseat
Okay.
pilot, because that's
Okay.
that's what Hishiko does.
Okay.
a pilot roll.
No, so if you roll your co-pilot first.
I trust my captain.
Yeah.
So what do I do? Hit spacecraft?
Spacecraft, yeah. Don't fuck it up.
I won't fuck it up.
You get a +2 chain bonus. To your
That's when
dex.
I get a 2 and roll shit and get less than
That's
you.
the problem with
which is-
aid, isn't it?
It's
Yeah.
always the way it
So-
works.
Okay.
Still less.
Between Hashiko and Carver, you both agree that the big risk is whether whoever's in control of the base could actually use a disintegrator against you. So you take a lot of steps to get yourself away.
It's all right. That's why they're both piloting it. It's so erratic that there's no way they can target.
Left, right, up.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. About 45 minutes after you take off, there is a flash of light that kind of chases you around the planet and then you up as you go, obviously, out. Your sensors of your ship go pretty crazy, reporting huge earthquakes across the surface, several volcanic eruptions. Twilight's Peak is a crater about 12 miles deep and about 40 miles wide.
Jesus.
everything in that area vaporizes.
So we're off planet now, aren't we?
You are climbing out of planetary orbit, yes.
Okay, so how big's the planet compared to Earth? Because I'm trying to figure out how big that crater is and whether it's about to go pop.
The planet you are on is Lydia, isn't it? Let's have a
Yeah.
look.
Yeah. 'Cause how big was the crater in Mexico? Was it like 9 miles wide or something?
Smaller than this, yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then people out there, you can teach us how to
I'll tell you what the
now.
sensors are saying. They're saying radiation and thermal
Yeah.
output.
They say that there's nobody alive down there anymore.
Yeah, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
So Lydia is a size 3 planet, which means it's.
Well, it's smaller than Earth, isn't it? Earth is size 4.
I think Earth might be a size 4, yeah.
What makes that worse then?
We're not close enough for my sense life. It's 5 kilometers. I'm not getting that close.
Size 3, diameter 4,800. So Earth is a size 8 planet. So this is about 4,800 kilometers. Ganymede, Mars, Ganymede and Mercury, roughly. The moon counts as a size 2 planet.
So it's not going to be here for long.
It's fucked.
This is tiny. Yeah. Ouch.
It's just going to break apart, isn't it?
Yes. And it will break apart over the next few days.
Yeah.
Weirdly, feels a bit of an anticlimax, but you've
well-
just completed Mysteries of the Ancients.
Did we just avoid the majority of the campaign?
No. You. So there are 2 options at the very end. The options are teleport out, get out of Dodge.
Yeah.
Or you allow yourself to be convinced that saving Yosote and his crew is a good thing to do. And the only way you can do that is to go into the inner base and face Telsariu.
Only one I gave a crap about was Disk.
And
We
he
just killed him because he just turned into a monster.
Yeah.
I'm
The
happy
thing
with
is, I was, Yosoto was all right. Yosoto was all right as well. Do you know what I mean? He's sort of like kept a relationship with us, but that was a suicide mission. Yeah.
Who was not in the inner base, was only in the outer base. And at that point in time, it was running amok in the lower level amongst the Omicron soldiers that had gone down there to do investigation. But the drones were waking up drone from the central sleep area and taking them. You know that chamber that had the 18 pods in?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They were putting them in the 5 that were open. The other 13 had 6 482s in.
Oh.
Because yes, and Diaz had been snatched by a couple of Telsariu's cronies who came down because they were obviously monitoring everything on the cameras. They thought he was one of the most important drawing there, and so they subjected him to a ritual that also creates G482.
Well, he was one of the most important ones because he was the only one that had started to learn about human cuisine and how you serve food. All that knowledge is gone now.
And
But our side quest to get the rewards gone as well, because so's he. One where we had to, we had to get objects that's represented now or something.
I mean, you never know. Maybe Sote escaped.
Possible.
no,
No. Crater, no.
planet other than your correct. So an entire division of Omicron was wiped out. Telsadiu and his cronies were wiped out. All the G42 on that planet were wiped out.
Who fired the weapon, though?
Two ships from Omicron wiped out, and the other ship.
2 ships, yeah. So the other ship was just a standard Imperial Navy ship, close escort, that got destroyed. So that would probably have, maybe a couple of hundred people on board. I was trying to find that information.
Question, though, actually. Are there any... I mean, when we're at safe distance, are there any escape pod signals?
Nope. There are not.
Yeah, but, relative velocity, we just need to bump them. Ooh, points.
The aftermath suggests that the planet doesn't break up. It's really weird.
It wouldn't necessarily break up. It would just be... The surface would just be annihilated. That's
Yes. Yeah.
That's pretty solid.
I don't know. I think it all depends because it's a bunker bust. It's a planet buster.
Yeah.
And it was 9 kilometers deep and 40 kilometers wide. And the
Still
planet
fairly
was
surface, 4,000 kilometers across. Like,
yeah. It's the impact of it, though.
It's a dent on a golf ball.
Yeah.
And that just means ruinous earthquakes and volcanic activity for a few thousand years. It's not the biggest. These things happen. But more importantly, not to us. That's it. Plus, we've got some artifacts and stuff.
Yeah.
We've got crazy Wibble brain powers, maybe. I've got an antimatter battery and a bit of artwork.
What do you want?
What more do you want? I thought about 2 antimatters, but I didn't in the end. Got a piece of artwork. Bit of culture.
The thing is, you can always put the art in your sleeping space as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Just as nobody knows it's worth an absolute fortune.
Yeah, multi-billion credit artifact. Yeah, whatever.
Because it looks right.
I just use it to, keep hats on and things like that.
Yeah. Throw darts into.
Yeah.
Amazing what you get off Temu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think normally if Carver saw that there was a realistic chance of that actually working and getting to the centre in a short amount of time, without all
no plan, like it was just like storm the main fortress of a clearly overly powerful ancient who knows.
It was just charge, wasn't it? Yeah, it was like no. Yeah. But it was all the uncertainties. It's like where are all the blue demons? In between that, how are we getting there? What's happening with the Omicron soldiers?
Omicron clearly aren't friendly. They've just been shot down and probably aren't best pleased.
Yeah.
One of the things that you would notice as you were climbing out, right? First and foremost, this planet busting bomb. Literally, it's it's covered in concentric rings, and every time it teleports, one of those rings fall away. Actually, the last ring, when that goes and causes teleport, then it's in its final free fall. There would have been a lot of glittering energy striking it, so he was shooting at it like crazy with defense systems. They were just ineffective. Partly because the thing's traveling so fast that where it thinks it just can't plot the trajectory, especially when it teleports.
So if we had one, we'd still have died. So
Well,
it.
so
Because there's no way we
or-
could have targeted that.
reality,
Well,
that
fine.
is one of those MacGuffins to force the players to make decisions. It doesn't impact until you escape. It's physically designed that the GM lets it happen as a final thing where you're just leaving, you're just getting away, and you're just out of range of the whole thing.
But as characters, we don't know that.
As characters, you would know that.
We don't know that, so you can only go off what the information that's in front of you. It's like minutes or hours, and I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
You could have learned things if you'd have had a diplomatic engagement with Telsadiu, but he's a bit psychotic.
Well, after sort of like ramming a rod up Diaz, I'm not sure how that diplomatic thing would have gone.
Other than that, like, how do we have diplomatic relations when Yosote's assaulting the door? The Omicron guards there. There's invisible demon creatures murdering. Yeah, no. Can we have a chat?
Yosoto, just chill your jets.
I suppose if we found him sooner, but I don't. Yeah.
You can have a fight with him. You would have needed to have grabbed some of Telsadiu's guards' weapons. Your weapons would have been like tickling him with a feather.
Well, that was kind of my point. Like, I didn't like Yosote's chances with all his tech, so why were we going to run at that and like try and no?
Yosote's team were not too badly armed.
More fool them.
But we'd expect Disc to be really well armed and armored, and he came to us in that state. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, so Disc had armor 10.
It's not that high.
The
pretty high.
Omnicom guys have armor 16.
Get off.
Remember, every round you shoot, you take 16 damage off whatever you do before it penetrates. Telsadiu's warriors have a weapon that can do 16 dice of damage.
Yeah.
That's my point. Like, just no, we're not. Like,
yeah, I'm not quite a god yet. Thank you very much.
Fight wasn't happening. Yeah.
So minimum damage
18. So the warriors his warriors are really, really hard. But the idea is that you can carefully get a couple down, grab their weapons, and that's one of the only weapons. There are other ways, but that's one of the primary ways that you can take Telsadiu down. So, yeah,
And what skill did you need for them?
the final, they're fusion rifles. So I think it's energy weapons. The final fight, there are several options, right? There's a diplomatic way of basically just asking him to let you go. He lets you go. There is a BBG fight. If the group is so inclined for a BBG fight, you can have the BBG fight. You can have Omicron supporting you if you convince them to do so, but you then can't have your Yosote's crew supporting you. So you then have to decide between those two, and then you decide with your Sotes crew whether they're keeping Omicron at bay or they're helping you try and take Telsadiu down.
Yeah, there was a load of those in the lower area, weren't there? Yeah, up in the top left, there was a bigger area with them. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just reading if there's anything else to wrap you up with. You would have seen an incandescent trail in the minimum atmosphere of Lydia as the planet Buster strikes, traveling at probably about 15 to 20% of the speed of light. It would look more like a laser than anything shooting down from the sky. Your ship would detect the blinding flash of energy, thermal bloom, and a pulse of ionizing radiation, followed by a superheated vapor wall, flashing the whole area, Twilight's Peak, the Glisten Pearl, everything in the area, into, flashing it into dust. The planet will survive. It won't break up. I was having a look. However, it will probably suffer quakes for many years.
Turn it into a theme park.
Yeah, this is where Twilight Peak was.
Now Twilight's crater.
Now Twilight Crater, yes. Yeah, so that's it. The final chapter is called No Medals Nor Rewards.
Well, technically no medals, but we did yoink some stuff, so I think that's.
Survival is reward enough.
There's a table of things that you could grab that you might ask to grab. So your Sote ship, number available, no, fuck off. Your Sote's regalia and weapons, you can have one of each of those if you killed him. Drawing weapons, you can have lots. Grav belts from the Omicron, you can have lots. Gauss rifles, you can have lots. Telsadia's regalia, you can have one of those and his weapon. A warrior plasma weapon, there is one for everyone that you kill. But they're limited. They don't work indefinitely, and you have no way to charge them. Personal shields. So you missed a room that would generate personal shields.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mr. Room.
yeah, so there you go. And that is where we will call where we